Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the UFL Fan Zone. And let's get into the players of the week for Week 7. Where the DC Defenders have 2 of the 3, including Jordan Talmu, who was named Offensive Player of the Week, breaking the 3-game win streak of Bryce Perkins. He was awesome last week. Led a big comeback over the Brahmas. 19-24 for 278 yards, 3 touchdowns. And keeping the Defenders, as far as the tiebreaker goes, in first place in the XFL division. And it looks like he also recorded the fastest UFL touchdown with a top speed of, they say, just under 21 miles an hour, a 76-yard completion to Braylon Sanders. And he is your Offensive Player of the Week. And his teammate, Joe Wallace, defensive tackle of the Defenders, was named Defensive Player of the Week. He had 2 sacks and 3 tackles for loss, constantly pressuring the Brahmas quarterback all night long. And he is your Defensive Player of the Week. And your Special Teams Player of the Week is Harrison Mevis, the kicker of the Birmingham Stallions. He went 3 for 3 in his field goal attempts, including which helped him win that unbelievable comeback against Houston, 27-25. All right, let's get into last night's game. It was 1-6 Memphis, 1-6 San Antonio. Someone had to win, and 9,244 people saw probably one of the most exciting games of the year. Memphis wins 24-22 in overtime. So the winning formula for Memphis is pretty simple. Get the game in overtime. Let the chips fall. May they fall. They improved to 2-6. San Antonio is now 1-7. Both these teams were knocked out of the playoff contention last week. But what a game altogether. I mean, San Antonio on the offensive side had over 100 more yards on offense. They had the time of possession by more than 11 minutes, but this is a game of big plays, big touchdown passes, huge turnovers. 5 for a total of both teams, 2 for Memphis and 3 for San Antonio. And I'm telling you, San Antonio's gonna look back at this game and say, "Oh, good Lord, we blew another one." And of course, 3rd and 9 at the end of the game. It appeared that San Antonio would take the lead and win the game, but a penalty was called. It was called back. They settled for a field goal. The game went to overtime. Memphis converted on their first 2 possessions, and they stopped San Antonio on their last one. They win 24-22 in a real exciting game. Kevin Hogan, 14-25 for 90 yards and 3 interceptions. A absolute turbo game. Steven Stellanos, who had the one big halfback option for a 38 touchdown, did much better. Troy Williams was nothing to brag about either for Memphis. 5-11 for 36 yards. As I said, this game was decided on big plays, big turnovers, a block punt. I think there was a black field goal also. It was a pretty entertaining game for 2 1-6 teams. So we won't spend much time in this game. It was an exciting game. It's easy to me in my top 5, maybe even top 3 most exciting games. Forget what the game means. This was an exciting game. Now today, because of the 2 terrible losses that Houston had last week, and so the Arlington Renegades, these next 3 games we can either find out whether anyone's made the playoffs or we already have our final 4 set. Today we have a regional action at 1 o'clock on Fox. One game is Michigan at Houston, which is vital for Houston. If Houston loses, they are out, and Michigan will be in. And in the second game, we have good one here. Birmingham and St. Louis. This was the game of the year last year in the regular season. Most exciting game. This is times at the Battle Dome. If the Stallions win, they are in. And it could be said the same for St. Louis, depending on what happens tomorrow's game between Arlington and D.C. But even if the Stallions lose, if the Roughnecks lose today, they're in anyway. So your Final Four will be set. I mean, your USFL Conference Championship game will be set right there. Now, for the sake of the league, I am hoping Houston wins this game today. And I'm hoping St. Louis wins this game today. So we keep at least 3 teams in the USFL Conference open for the playoffs. I'm thinking what's best for the league right now. We'll talk about tomorrow's Renegades game, Defenders game later. We got to wait the results on what today's game is going to be like first. But these next 3 games should be fun and very interesting. Like I said, we can have anywhere from 0 to all 4 teams clinch a playoff spot this week here in Week 8. Hopefully not, because I want the Week 9 and 10 games to mean a little something. I mean, the 14th will have to play for home field advantage. They still play each other one more time. If it breaks down the way it could, we will see. Anyway, for the love of football, we will talk to you later. Enjoy the football action, everyone. And see you later.